Okay, it's that time again. We're doing a tag grading. So I've never done a pre-video before, but I should do the pre-grading a little bit more thoroughly. The last time I did a grading, I did the Will Smith here, and there was a bunch of flaws on there, and then the Wyatt Johnson outbursts, there was a bunch of flaws on there. If I had to do a pre-grading, I wouldn't have sent those cards in, knowing what I know now. So I'm digging a little deeper into the pre-grading, and I'm doing a little more thorough prep when it comes to sending in cards to get graded. This is a 15 card submission to tag, because those are the guys I'm dealing with when it comes to grading. And also it's very convenient for me because there's a third party in my city that does them. So I just basically prep them, drop them off at their location, and they send them off and take care of all the costs for borders and tariffs and shipping and everything like that. And it's pretty easy. So these guys here are $33 a piece, and that takes care of shipping, duty, everything. So it's not so bad as if you're converting, what is it, $29 or something US or something like that. I'm not 100% sure what tag is charging right now, but these are the 15 I'm sending in, and I'm just going to quickly go through them. I don't know if the light is any good there. Yeah. We got Sebastian Cosa. We got Patrick Kane, Young Gun. Demidov. We got Dobis. Kane, Paranik. Ryan Leonard. Mr. Macklin Celebrini times 2. We got another Connor Bedard. We have Mr. Wallstat. Leo Carlson. Taylor Heisey. Got the Gold Dazzler of Sam Reinhart. Young Gun Canvas of Adam Fantilli. And Connor Geeky on the Outburst. These two here, I'm a little reluctant to send the Outburst, but we'll give it a shot. Anyway, that's the order that they're in. Gonna send them off sometime this week, and I think it's a 45 business day turnaround for these guys. Yeah. What I basically use is I use a glove, a little wipe to wipe the fingerprints off. I got a little bit of water here to moisten any areas that I want to get the prints off. I have a centering tool, and then I have a light with a couple of different powers, so I can get some surface on the card, some surface glare on the card, so on and so forth. Just a matter of getting them prepped and ready to go. So yeah, that's what's gonna go into the next submission to tag. Forgot to mention too, one of the other tools that I use is this light magnifying glass. It really helps get your eyes right onto those areas where you need to. Got this off Amazon with the actual centering tool and the cloth and the glove, so you can get them on Amazon. I'll try to find the link. It's been a while since I bought this. I'll try to find the link and stick it down below, but yeah, these things help out great. Just going to give you a quick brief detail on my findings when I've done all this pre-prep about every card and what I think will give it a good grade or not. Yeah. Sebastian Cosa card. There's a few print lines on the back bottom right and a few print lines on the front top left. Other than that, it's really clean. Patrick Kane, Young Gun. There are a few gold flecks on the back right strip, and on the back there's a few small whiteness in the corners, but the front looks really clean. Ivan Demidov Young Gun. On the front, there's a tiny pit on the back player elbow. On the back of the card, there is 2 dents, and it looks like a slash or a scratch on the Habs logo in the back. Other than that, it's really clean. Jakub Dobic Young Gun. There's 2 small bubbles on the front, on the top of his head, one near the white pillar and one near the lady's face. Other than that, this card is really clean. Zane Perek Young Gun. There's a couple of very, very small print lines on the front. On the back, there's 1 pit on the top right next to his head on the pillar or the stanchion of the glass. And then there's another pit just below the ice on ice time in the wording. Ryan Leonard Young Gun. There is a small print line on the front by the upper part of the logo area. On the back, there's a small print line going across horizontally across the top. And there's a small tiny white dot on the border of the 2025 Series 1 information there. Other than that, it's really clean. Macklin Celebrini Young Guns. There's a tiny chip in the upper left corner just above the logo. Other than that, this card is incredibly clean. There's no dents, no divots, no pits, no nothing. It's incredibly clean. Macklin Celebrini Young Gun number 2. There's the same small chip in the upper left corner just above the logo. I don't know if it's part of the actual picture or part of the card. It's really hard to tell because it's literally right on the edge. Other than that, this card is incredibly clean. Very excited to see if it gets 10s. Connor Bedard Young Gun is absolutely clean. I don't see anything on it. Honestly, I do not see any divots, any dents, any pits, anything on it other than some fingerprints, but absolutely flawless. Jasper Wallstadt Young Gun. There's no flaws on the front. On the back bottom left corner, there's a tiny little white spot. Other than that, this card is very, very clean. Leo Carlson Young Gun. There is only a little tiny pit right across from his skate blade or skate boot. Other than that, this card is very clean as well. Taylor Heisey Outburst Young Gun. Looks okay. It's hard to tell what the corners are because of the texture of this card, but there is some kind of stain in the bottom right hand corner of the flag white area, and there's a small little dent in there as well. But other than that, it should grade at least a 8 or a 9. Not sure if I did this one. The Gold Dazzler. There's a small scratch on the nameplate in the middle there where it curves into the player on the front. There's a tiny dent on the top of the card on the front where the Z is, but I managed to remove some of it. On the back where the logo is on the L, there's a small dent, and on his shoulders there's a small scratch. Adam Fantilli Young Gun Canvas. Looks very clean, except on the front there is a tiny white spot on the corner. Other than that, it looks really clean. Next there is the Young Guns of Connor Geeky Outburst. Very clean card. I'm just very hesitant about Young Guns Outburst because the card itself is so hard to grade. But we'll give it a shot and see what happens. But other than a small little discoloration in the bottom corner of the front, bottom left corner, it looks really clean. So yeah, that's the grading right now. Is these guys here. Other than a couple of significant dents, I'm hoping that the grades will come back fairly decent. The Patrick Kane one, it's got like a little bit of whitening in the back, but that might be a 9. I'm hoping that the rest are 10s. Anyway, we'll do a part 2 once we send this off and we get it back. We'll do a part 2 reveal, and we'll see where we are. Peace out. Thumbs up.